I am going to be making a Christmas lure for a Christmas gift exchange. And I am wearing my ugly Christmas sweater. It makes me look even fatter than I am because I got a sweatshirt underneath. It was a solid 47 degrees in here after hours of being warmed up by my heaters. And it's just time to get going. I already printed out a crappie shape and drew that out on a piece of wood. I'm going to be making a crankbait. It's going to be Christmas colors. I'm going to try some stuff. Let's make this thing. Starting immediately with the bandsaw. Rough cut done. Belt sander going. There we go. Get that cut out. Big enough for the lip. That's all I can hope for. I got this. I'm going to measure out the top shape. I'm going to try and keep this pretty wide actually. Ooh, yeah, loud. That belt sander needs adjusting. But if I'm getting a new sander for Christmas, I don't really need to do that. So already kind of got the top down shape and this shape. So time to start carving. Already have nice wood. Don't break fast. Get the top of that branch shape later. It's all not coming. Take away all the corners, knife. So the sanding's all in here. Almost done with the first card. And then you can see it. I have a little bit of blow on this one. I'm going to take off my camera. Start. There it goes. Really love it, guys. Really sure something right after carding. Other people take cartridge they like cartridge holes, some scales in it. You only use a scale underneath. It's like all you start in there. It's a one. I'm sure looking how to use that one. You got it. No, that's very well. That's one. You can go over. At least I'm doing this one. I'm keep out right there. Time to sand. Sandpaper, here I come. Fresh new piece. Well, kind of new. I'm gonna do my main sweaters for songs. I just every day. Thank you. You got it. Okay, it's full work. You're not What do you do to deserve that being algorithm? Do any aliens exist? Do you mean other forms of life outside Earth? Then probably. Depends on your thinking on space. It's really amazing. Something's out there. And also, it doesn't mean it's like a comparable human. It could just be bacteria or anything. Single cell organisms. Especially because there's also organisms that live in like hot springs and stuff like that. That is like we thought everything was right there. So life on the lake. Best part, have every time. I think I'm already got a decent shape on there. Time to make a lip. Let's see. And then do that. That's fine. Ooh, that did not do what I wanted to. So I got that little lip shaped out. Let's go cut that. Take that to the sander now. Your Wi-Fi's acting up. Pretty good start. So I'm going to put some super glue and baking soda on there and then double check everything. So that has been tacked in place, and now I can do some double and triple checking. And I might want to even go a little bit further in. Oof. That moved a little bit, but it's pretty stuck. I put too much glue on there. It moved a bit. I think it moved enough. Okay, so I'm gonna fully glue it in now. Hopefully it'll be aligned enough that I can make it work. It's all said and done. So whenever I'm dealing with the super glue and baking soda, using a file is usually better than the sander, because it's so hard that if I use the sandpaper, it'll just start to dig into the wood and not do anything. And with the file, it's obviously not going to bend, so it's easier not to mar the wood with this. Okay, put it in. Looking good. Now use a 400 grit. Super smooth. Yeah, good. Yeah. Bam. Lip is in. Looking straight. Looking like it's going to work. Okay, so for this step, it's literally just this super light super glue. I'm going to put it all over the entire bait to make it as waterproof as possible. I should sand it a little bit more first, because essentially whatever shape or texture this has when I put the super glue on is going to stay that way. I can sand it a little bit afterwards, but it's not going to get rid of the overall texture. And then super fine. Yeah. I've been debating if I'm going to give this as a Christmas gift, whether or not I'm even going to put hooks on it. But I think I will, and if they want to take the hooks off, they can figure that out for themselves. It's a lot easier for them to take the hooks off, I think, than to put them on. Depending on who gets it, too, because it's a white elephant or whatever. So, whoever picks it, and then if somebody wants to steal it, they can, but otherwise that person's stuck with my lure. No, I mean, I never played it. And that's why we're kids. But the concept of it seems very similar to like a, what's it called? Kind of same like that. Which to me has always been a classic game style. It can be really fun, especially when the culture around it. The game teams are tied to young kids that it can be difficult to enjoy for everybody else. Just a little bit more, we'll get completely covered. Really, this works. Never done this shit before. Maybe it does work. Make more. Oh, I already see it. So that's got a layer of super glue on everything now. So it should be waterproof. I need it to air dry for a bit, so that there's no wet glue when I'm doing the next steps. So there's this size, which I think, based on the template, would be a little bit big. And then there's a much smaller size here, which I think is a little bit of a better fit. And let's see, is a lot more similar size to the template. Maybe just a tiny bit more. But overall, those two eye sockets exist now. Now it is time to do the lead hole. So for the lead, I kind of want it to be centered. So right behind my hook hanger, right there, and I can actually do a pretty big lead hole in this. It's a little bit of a deep bait, and I didn't cut that much out of it. So probably not half an inch, probably 3/8 of an inch. Time to cut a lead hole. I think I'm going to want it pretty deep too. A little bit deeper. That's good. Pretty deep hole. I think it'll be enough by itself. If not, I can always drill another hole. See if the lead's hot. Yep, she's ready. Let's put some lead in this bad boy. Well, there's another fire for you. Ooh. There we go. It lit on fire twice there. Did you see that? Two fires for the price of one hole. Whew. Better let that lead dry. Fire. Love it. Gonna clip that, put that in the video. I want to see how it floats. If it's floating vertical, then that's good. It could use a little bit more weight. So, like, it's floating the right way, but it took a long time to get there. It had to sway a lot. Oh, gosh. It kicks hard. And I could probably even adjust that a little bit more. I'm going to a little bit. Now look at it. Now it's got a lot of kick. Oh, that water's cold. I think the hooks will help it. I think I need to leave it. I don't think I need to put any more lead in it. I think so. That lure works very, very well. Almost makes me not want to paint it like a Christmas lure, you know, and just paint it nice. But oh well, that's the whole point of the video, right? Honestly, I don't know more about that. I don't know about everything. So, when it comes to Christmas lure, of course the big colors are going to be red and green. The question becomes, do I do a green background with red scales or a red background with green scales? Is that giving Christmas vibes? It's giving me Christmas vibes, I'm not gonna lie. Is that giving off Christmas vibes? It's giving off Christmas vibes. Big time Christmas vibes. Christmas lure is in the works. Woo! Look at that! Christmassy. Yep. Now it's time to cover the whole thing in super glue. So you it does a mess me up a little bit. I'm going to do it. Now it's pretty dry, so it's going to do so far. How much? Wait, if he goes up. Sometimes we speed. Run down, a little bit of this wood, but this time it seems to there's a little bit. That's that, but we just run away from that. Second that. Oh, which one is that? I missed that. I was supposed to go there, I did not know. Oh, there it is. That's right, I'm that out. Yep, yeah, you see the quick one. It was the first scene. The movie said he was like, he only like a couple episodes, didn't it? Really interesting, I think. Then I got no interesting. Well, I forgot. I'm trying to figure out what it means. He was about it. Oh, yes, he was. Trying to get the mesh on there so that it's flat across the whole body in such a way that I can spray on my gills, or not my gills, my scales. Ooh, so the one side was really good, and then this side was not tight enough. Needs a little bit more. Okay. That's what I hope. We're just gonna do it and see. Yes, hopefully this looks good. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's pretty red. Hopefully when I take the scale mesh off, you'll still be able to see the stuff underneath. What do you think? You think it's ready? We're going to give it a shot. Hopefully we did a good enough job clamping. I think I'm going to do red on top. And then if I let that dry and then try to do like a slight amount of white, it might kind of look like it was snowed on. And then it's time for the gills, where I'm going to try and put more snowflake into it. See how it's shooting? It's shooting pretty well. We're going to try it. I don't even know if you can really see it. I think it looks okay. Kind of just looks like it was snowed on a little bit. Like that, maybe. Just a simple gill pattern like this should be good. Let's do that. Nice and simple. Not even cut that out. So I can place it where we were. So a very simple gill pattern. Time to do this shit. Next, I'm probably going to do green. Or maybe, I think I should do red next. Good. I think that's like all I needed. I missed a little bit. So, added a bit of blue in the middle there, which again, the lighting on some of this stuff makes it really hard for you guys to see it while I'm working on it. The green back on the bottom. I need to do tiny little. It's not shooting well. So I got the black behind the eye. No, we can go red and white, but other than that, it looks good. I'm going to try to get one back up and then spray a little more white. How's that looking? I went a little crazy with that. But I wanted it to be a little crazy. I wanted the Christmas to punch you in the face on that one. Eyes. I need to pick out eyes. The eyes that I had picked out for this lure were the bigger size, and I don't know if they all have the same colors. If they do, then I will be looking for those in particular. Should I just go like a super dark red? Before I go to the dark black, the darker one I see over here, let's put this red one in. Not gonna lie, that one's kind of doing it for me. What do you guys think? That one's doing it. I think that's doing it. What do you think, Tub? I mean, that's pretty good. Bam. If that ain't the most Christmassy lure I've ever seen, I don't know what is. You think jellyfish could be aliens? Seems unlikely. Then you talk about humans, which went from living in caves to wearing this and streaming themselves making fishing lures when you can just buy one for $8. You're not gonna have that many opportunities to box with a deer. Shit. I'm at 2 fires for the price of 1 hole? Fire. Is that giving Christmas vibes?